Reduce, reuse, and recycle is something that we all do, and these little plastics that we use one time and throw them away, it drives me nuts. I want to talk to you about recycling your plant tags and really good ways to do it.
Hi, I'm Bowtie Dave.
So hello and welcome to Bowtie Life. I'm Bowtie David, as you can see. And this is a little thing of mine. I really do hate all the plastics that we put into our environment. Gardening with Des, you know what I'm talking about. Just wanted to show a little proof of what I'm trying to do here. And we use these little plant tags. Now some of you use the popsicle sticks, and I think that's great. Keep using the popsicle sticks if that's working for you. I tried it and it didn't work very well for me. They kind of got lost in our beds and I couldn't find them, and I had trouble finding things that would stay written on them in our environment, because we have here in Destin, Florida, a very difficult environment. The heat is hot. The rain is prolific. The air you can wear. It is so humid out there that everything just gets inundated. In fact, it's so humid out there that when we have grow bags out there, I don't have to water them but once every few days because they always stay moist. It's very, very humid here. So anyway, I just want to talk about these name tags that I use on my plants, and I've been using these for a lot of years now. I discovered a long time ago that these tags, and this tag here is dated 2020, and you can see it's still as supple as the day it was out in the sun. Wow, back at the apartment, unbelievable. Anyway, so this one here is a Suyo Long cucumber that I grew in August of 2021 in a pot. Now, first off, I want to talk about the tags. If it's something that can be reused quite a bit, then we're taking plastics out of the cycle and we're taking care of things. We're being responsible. And so what I've discovered now, I drink this almond milk. It is the Almond Breeze almond milk. And these jugs, folks, are UV stable. I've had one of these jugs, actually I've had a few of these jugs sitting out in the garden for years, and they don't break down. They eventually do get brittle a little bit, but they are good. This thing, I mean, look at this. This is 4 years old, and it's just as good as when I cut it out. And I actually cut the sides out. I make my tags out of here. I keep a little bend in there, and this is more recent. Like this, you can see, is silvery fir something. And, oh, it's a tomato. And I wrote on the outside, and it actually looks pretty good. But sometimes these things, I've got one right here, the Suyo Long. See how faded it got? This was out in the sun a very, very long time. This was written with a Sharpie Extreme. It is this pen right here. It is a Sharpie, but it's the Sharpie Extreme. It's supposed to be weatherproof. Now, these are not totally weatherproof. They do very good. They last me in my Florida sun a whole season, and I enjoy them very much because they still look like that after 4 years. Now, one thing I do now is I will actually write the information on the inside, and oh, here we go. Nope. I will usually write the information on the inside, and I'll face this to the south so this stays protected, and it works. Actually, the writing on there stays beautiful for a very long time, even with watering, even with the abuse, the heat, and everything else, it stays good. If you've got access to and you drink these almond milk, or you know someone that does, that is just throwing these things out, this is a good use for them. Even underneath the label here, you can peel these labels off and you can get labels from that part as well. Very useful thing to use. Recyclable, recycle, reuse, reduce, reuse, recycle. We know the saying, right? Here in America, I don't know, do you guys have that in UK? Anybody that's watching? I'd be curious to know if you guys use that same saying. Problem comes in. Here we go. Are you ready? Problem comes in trying to clean these things off for use the next year. And I've had some discovery. And as a handyman, I've tried to remove Sharpie from things because kids use Sharpies on, kitchen cabinets. And I'm the guy that comes in and cleans it off. Well, I got a few little secrets up my sleeve that I have discovered. And I want to just show you real quick how to clean these things. Now, first off, one of my favorite ones is baby oil. Okay, someone said, oh, use baby oil. And so we get a little baby oil, and you can see the text there. Let's go like this. Get a little baby oil on there, and looky there. See what's happening? Very little. It does do a little bit, but it's going to take a lot of elbow grease. I guarantee it. Yeah. Okay, so baby oil out. The next thing, well, the obvious thing to use is going to be what? Alcohol. So let's get a little bit of alcohol on there. That does real good, right? And we're talking about Sharpie here. And I put alcohol in there, and what's happening? Can you see? It's actually doing a little better than the baby oil. A little bit better. And you could really get some elbow grease in there and get it good and clean. You can see it's kind of fading a little bit now. So there's another product I want to show you that is really interesting. Now, this is not something that most people have because you're not a handyman. Maybe you don't do this kind of stuff. You know that foam, expanding foam insulation that you can spray out of a can about this size and you fill holes and gaps with it? Have you ever got that on your fingers? It's like impossible to get off. Well, most people don't know that there is a foam cleaner, so that when you get that stuff on you, you can spray a little bit of this on and it comes right off. It's very cool. So, you're not stuck with that foam residue on your hands for, 3 days, 5 days, however long it sticks there. It seems like forever. But I wanted to show you this real quick. Now, there is a really good solution that you probably have in your house right now. And I'm going to show you that here in just a minute. If you know what it is, put it in the comments below. Tell me what you think that the ultimate solution is. This thing has a little lid here. Now, this stuff is kind of volatile. I think says you can use it on your hands. I'm just not going to get it on my hands, which is why I have on the nitrile gloves. But I wanted to show you. So here is a cream sausage plant label from 2021. That's 4 years old. Actually, a little over 4 years old. And I wanted to show you what happens when I spray it with this stuff. Sits there for just a moment, and looky there. It comes perfectly clean. That is, and you saw how fast that was. What I do is I'll lay a bunch of these tags out, and I'll clean a whole bunch of them at one time with just a single spray. It's very cool. But see, look there. See, it's clean. This stuff is amazing for removing Sharpie Extreme from plastic. I've never used it on anything else. In fact, I just discovered it just experimenting today just around the house. So anyway, that's pretty good stuff. I was very impressed with that. If you don't have this though, it's like $10 bottle or something like that. It's ridiculously expensive. I use it because I'm a handyman and I get that stuff on me. I'm a mess sometimes. I'll admit I'm a mess. The one thing though that you probably have in your home that you may not realize, and it may make you reconsider using this particular product, is going to be, and if you saw the can already, sunscreen. One of these Coppertone tanning sunscreens. Now this is an SPF 15. I've used the 30. I've used the 50. It all works just about the same. Now, the interesting thing is this stuff, watch this. Now, it doesn't clean as good as the Great Stuff Cleaner. Let me set that right there. Doesn't clean quite as good as the Great Stuff Cleaner. Watch how it does. Now, actually, I wanted to use this on that one tag that said Sharpie Extreme right there. This one is 4 years old, actually about 3.5 years old. And we're going to spray it right there. I know that Sharpie Extreme because it says Sharpie Extreme right there. And so I'm going to spray it on there. You can tell immediately it's starting to come loose. And if I go like this, folks, your sunscreen suddenly has a new use. You saw how fast that was. There was no time lapse. That was real time. Sunscreen takes off Sharpie pen that good. If I do the other side, you just let it sit for a moment. That's really all you have to do. Just let it sit on there for a moment. And boom, it comes clean. Brand new tag. This is one of those tags that you cut out of one of those almond milk jugs. There might be other brands that use the same kind of plastic. But yep, there you go, folks. Short video, real quick, real easy. How to clean a lot of tags off real quick. I'll spread them all out. I'll spray them with the sunscreen, wipe them all down. I got a whole bunch of plant tags for the new season. Hope that helps. Let me know in the comments below if you didn't know that, if it helps. If you're trying to figure out how to not throw away all your old tags, because we don't want to throw more plastics in the trash system, because we are all going to, say it with me, reduce, reuse, recycle. Right? There we go. Hey, thanks for watching. All of you who have subscribed, it is really a great way to support the channel that costs you nothing, and I do appreciate it very much. Please, if you learned something in this video, click the like on this video and comment below your experience. Have you used this before? Do you have another cleaning product that you like to use? Tell me about it. I'd like to hear about any other ideas. I just know that this stuff works really good. I actually carry a bottle of this when I go in my handyman vehicle, so that when I go to jobs where Sharpie needs to be cleaned off of something, I'm done. That's it. And people stand there with their jaws hanging off their face because they can't believe that handyman is so smart. I didn't invent it, folks. Y'all have a blessed day.